Hello and welcome to a special edition of my vlog series. Today is all about Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, two of my favorite games. And for that reason, I have actually chosen to be in a Fallout inspired Minecraft map. This is actually an adventure map, but I'm not going to play the adventure part because this is just a vlog. And I've turned off monsters, as you can see. So yeah, this is a vault, I guess. But yeah, Fallout and Fallout New 3 and Fallout New Vegas is some of my favorite games. I haven't played the first Fallout or Fallout 2 or Fallout Tactics and or Fallout Brotherhood. But I don't know. I'm going to at some point. So this is not I can't compare to the original Fallout games. But I'm going to talk about the games individually, and I'm going to compare them. I'm going to talk about what I like about them and experience I've had with the games. First, for those of you who are not familiar with the Fallout series, this is the Overseer's office, I guess. The Fallout series is basically a mixture between first-person shooter, the two new ones at least, the first-person shooter, adventure game, action adventure game, and RPG, all taking place in a post-apocalyptic world. And yeah, this is a and Fallout. Let's talk about Fallout 3 at first, which was the first of the games I played. I love Fallout 3. Fallout 3 is, in my opinion, one of the best games ever made. It has a great story. It has extremely great gameplay. Yeah, and I guess I need to actually do that code. And it has, I mean, I love the graphics as well. Let's just punch our way through because we are cheaters. And Fallout is, well, this looks cool. We are in the wasteland now. And basically, the story of Fallout 3 is that you live in a vault, which was the kind of thing that I was just in, and you'd never been outside the vault. And one day, your dad disappears. He leaves the vault, and now everybody wants to kill you. So you have to escape the vault too, and you have to go search for your father, and that brings you on a lot of different adventures in the post-apocalyptic wasteland, and it's just amazing gameplay. Oh, this is nicely done. This is mines, and you have different skills and abilities. Whenever you level up, you put some points into your different stats, like luck, strength, and uh, and stuff like that, and different stats. And you also chose a perk which helps you. It can be a perk that makes you better at guns. It can be a perk that makes you better at talking to people, and all that kind of stuff. It's really fun. That's one of the best things is leveling up and just choosing what kind of character you would like to be. Are you going to be a character that talks your way through everything, or that shoots? Maybe you'll be a character that uses a lot of explosions or energy weapons. The game has tons of different weapons. Okay. Water. And tons and different clothing and food items, and I've talked about this before, but I really enjoy item-based gameplay. Games where there is a lot of different items to use or to find, and the Minecraft series, I'm about to say, the Fallout series is really great at that. What's in here? Dark is what's in here. Yeah, that's a normal place to place a door. Interesting. This is pretty well done. This must have taken forever to make. Ooh, let's go explore some of these houses. But yeah, I'm, and Fallout 3 has some really, really, really nice characters throughout the game. Some, and the NPCs are well done, great voiced, and they all seem to have different personalities. One of my favorite is Moira Brown, who runs a shop in a town called Megaton, and she wants your help to. There's a pressure plate there. I'm not gonna press that, but yeah, she wants your help to. This is awesome. She wants your help to like finish a book she's writing called The Wasteland Survival Guide, and you have to do all kinds of weird stuff for her to help her do her research. It's one of the best quests. It's actually multiple quests, but it's some of the best of the game. And it takes you all around and into the big city, into Washington D.C. You go around. At some point, you go around down in the wasteland with a few buildings around once in a while, and other times you're like in the big city, and danger is just around the corner. But we'll get back to more Fallout 3, but let's talk about Fallout New Vegas. Now, Fallout New Vegas was made. Fallout 3 was made by Bethesda. They bought the rights, the franchise from Interplay, but they let Obsidian make the Fallout New Vegas game because the people who originally made the Fallout series for Interplay had left Interplay and started Obsidian, and so they get to make Fallout New Vegas. And Fallout New Vegas takes place in Fallout 3 takes place in the Washington area, while Fallout New Vegas takes place in Las Vegas in Nevada, and is all about getting. It's a more Western inspired game. Uh, you have a lot more different things to do. I mean, you can mod your weapons, you can make your own bullets. There's a hardcore mode which allows you to have things like thirst and hunger, and you get tired and stuff like that. Uh, but in my opinion, the story lacks a bit. That's one of the major letdowns of Fallout New Vegas. Is Fallout 3 had a great story, in New Vegas not as great. It has a lot of fun quests, don't get me wrong. Although a lot of them were kind of just fetch quests. Hey, go get that for me and bring it back. And something just popped up on my screen. God damn it. Fuck you, updates. But, I mean, don't get me wrong, I do enjoy Fallout New Vegas very much because it is still an awesome game and I can't get through the door. Okay? This is a nice building. Wonder what it is. And that is one of the really enjoyable thing about both Fallout games is that go exploring and see what old buildings look like. If it's an old library, an old factory, maybe an old school, and that is an old supermarket. Really fun to explore the game. It's one of the games where I love exploring and not really doing any quests and trying to avoid enemies rather than fighting them, just to go like look at stuff. What is this place? Is this supposed to be a mall? Like a shopping center? That might be it. But Fallout New Vegas, like I said, still an awesome game, especially because of all the new things you can do, like Jesus Christ, like making your own bullets and a lot of new weapons to use and new enemies. But it's clear to see that it is just the same game engine, a lot of the same enemies, the same graphics used, and I think it might have just been to get another game out on that engine because it is pretty much. I think it was rushed a bit, unfortunately. The story of New Vegas is that you've been shot in the head. That's always a great way to start a game, and you can't really remember what's going on. Actually, a nice way of making a story. There's a door over there, so that you and you now have to find the men who shot you and take back what they took from you, which was a platinum chip, as in a poker chip. And that takes you around the Nevada wasteland, and you learn more about what's going on and about the past, and it's all about a town called New Vegas, which of course is a new Las Vegas, and it's more, like I said, Western, but it got inspiration from all the different factions in New Vegas. It's kind of inspired by real life things. Like, for instance, the whole New Vegas crew is kind of a 30s gangsters. Then we have the enemy, which is called the Legion, which is clearly made up of Romans. We have the NCR, New Californian Republic, which, in my opinion, a lot of them seem like World War II soldiers kind of thing. We have someone called the Great Khans, which, of course, by the name is clearly the Mongolian barbarian inspired, and we have a lot of people inspired by the Wild West and stuff like that. So it steals from a lot of different time periods and stuff like that, and that makes it very interesting. A little town here. Ooh, a chest. A pair of boots. Don't know why I took those, but I did. Oh, what's this? This kind of power plant or something? Let's go check it out. But, like I said, Fallout 3 is the better game. It has better gameplay. I think one of the things I kind of enjoyed... Someone died here? That's kind of weird, since I'm not playing with anybody. Huh. Must be something... Okay, this is too dark. But yeah, Fallout 3 had the better story and environment, in my opinion, because you got into like this. You had the open wasteland, and you had the big city where you walk around with buildings all around and stuff like that. And you really don't get that in New Vegas. It's mostly just open wasteland, and it gets a little bit too crowded at times, where it seems like, oh, where should we place this? Oh, let's just have it here right next to that other thing. And it seems they placed a lot of things like cramped in, and and it took me actually a while to understand where everything was in compared to each other, where this thing was in the, I mean, from distance of that thing and stuff like that. It was kind of disorientating, but still awesome. Like I said, New Vegas had more options of what to do, but the cool thing about it was that if you wanted all the things you had in Fallout 3, like no, in Fallout New Vegas, if you wanted all that in Fallout 3, I mean, the hunger, the modding of weapons and stuff like that, you could just mod the game, because Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas is two of the most modder-friendly games out there. It has a enormous modding community, and the cool thing is that you're not making like new maps or new stories. You are making new stories, but it's all a part of a bigger world. You make a new weapon which you can use throughout a normal playthrough. You make a new quest which you can also use during your normal playthrough of the game, that which make it really cool. There's a lot of lore-friendly quests and weapons and enemies and equipment and other mods that makes gameplay changes and different graphics, new texture packs, new lighting overhauls and stuff like that, which is what keeps the game interesting, like, for almost forever. I haven't stopped playing Fallout 3 since it I was about to say since it came out, but I was actually a couple of years late. But I've been playing Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas for years, and I lost my original Fallout 3, but I have actually bought the game again. So I am actually going to just a small little info, I'm going to play Fallout 3 modded on this channel in some time in the future. So you have that to look forward to. I know I've been talking about it for a while now, but believe me, I am going to do it. I'm actually looking forward to doing that. So if you so the thing is that if you enjoyed mostly Fallout 3 but wanted like a lot of the things you had in Fallout New Vegas, you can just mod it. But unfortunately, in my opinion, Fallout um, 3 there isn't really that much modding for it anymore. Even though, in my opinion, it is the best of the game, but a lot of people seem to be only modding for Fallout New Vegas, which is understandable because there's a lot more options. But I recommend playing both these games because they are amazing. Like I said, some really, really great NPCs, great stories, great. A lot of the side quests in themselves are amazing. But I mean, if I had some complaints, okay, I actually don't know what I would complain about. I guess I already complained about some of the stuff that Fallout New Vegas did worse than Fallout 3. Another thing about from Fallout 3 New Vegas that I didn't really like was the fact that the game starts out very linear, but then it becomes non-linear when you get closer to the end. And in my opinion, it's better to keep it the other way around. Not, it's actually not when you get closer to the end. It's only, it's it's the first part of the game, very short, actually 10% of the game only, maybe. It keeps very linear, and then it, in my opinion, becomes a little bit too confusing because you have a lot of different quests to keep track of and a lot of different options, and I don't know, it's fun, but in my opinion, Fallout New Vegas quickly becomes a little bit confusing and the story hard to follow. Whereas Fallout 3 seemed to have been the opposite, where it started out a lot of smaller quests, building up your character, like the Wasteland Survival Guide and a lot of other quests. And then, when you felt ready, you go searching for your father um, inside the DC ruins. Winston Family Pharmacy. Cool. A lot of people have said that Fallout New Vegas was closer to what the original Fallout games were like. And I can't argue with that because, well, technically, literally, I can't, because I have never played the original, so I don't know if it's true. But I must admit, I enjoy the Fallout 3 universe rather than the Fallout New Vegas universe. It's still in the same universe, but kind of sub-universes, because there are a lot of differences in for instance, in Fallout 3, the big heroes are the Brotherhood of Steel, whereas in Fallout New Vegas, they're kind of like frowned upon. People don't like them that much, which I never really understood. Why the change? And the Fallout New Vegas does take place a couple of years later than Fallout 3, and it is in another part of the US, but I don't really understand why they are not liked. What else is there to talk about? I think I don't want to give away too many spoilers, so. Oh, it's getting dark in here. Oh, this actually looks cool. Like a big, long tunnel with the light at the end. But this map, Fallout inspired, post-apocalyptic inspired, is quite interesting. But if you're looking for a game, an open world game with a lot of exploring and a lot of great stories, side quest, main quest, a lot of enemies, a lot of NPCs with characteristics and personalities, I would suggest Fallout 3, and to a lesser degree Fallout New Vegas, because both of them is amazing story, and I think it's one of the games where I have been most immersive throughout the gameplay, because it's extremely easy to be immersive in this. Oh my god! Welcome to the big city. Another thing actually I didn't like about Fallout New Vegas. It sounds like side note. It sounds like I don't like Fallout New Vegas. I do. I love Fallout New Vegas, but compared to Fallout 3, it's not that good. That's just my opinion. But the ending of Fallout New Vegas, I'm not talking about the like cutscenes at the end, but the last battle, the last confrontation. I'm not gonna spoil it or anything, but I would say that it's the second worst ending in a game that I've played. Whoa, Fallout boy. I mean, Fallout boy. This is the Fallout mascot. But I just fell into a hole. But I think I could go on. I just fell into another hole. I could go on talking about this forever because, like I said, Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas are some of my favorite games of all time. But I think I'm gonna end it here. And if you have any comments or questions about the Fallout series, maybe if you want to know mods I recommend, well, or what or any advice for the game if you just started playing it. Maybe if you want my opinion on a certain quest or something like that, feel free to ask. I'll gladly answer all of your questions because, like I said, awesome games. Um, but I'm looking forward to Fallout 4 when that. I don't know when that'll be. I hope it'll be sometime next year because that is really the game that I'm looking forward to the most. But yeah, in the future, like I said, I will be playing Fallout 3 modded, a complete playthrough, and that will probably be my longest series. Oh, we got some flint, and but yeah, I'm gonna end it here, and hope you've enjoyed this special edition of my vlog. If I remember it, I'll put a link in the descriptions to where you can find this map. And I'll also put a link. No, I think that's it. I'll put a link in the description where you can find this map. Sorry about there not be any movies. I could have reviewed a lot of movies, like post-apocalyptic movies, but I chose to. I have other post-apocalyptic games where I can do that. So I chose to spend extra time talking about the Fallout games. And there's probably a lot of things that I will remember that I wanted to talk about when I ended this video. So it's hard to cover it all because there's so much to talk about. Because the games, Fallout games, are so incredibly big and detailed and it has a lot of stuff in them. So, and now I'm gonna end this video because, like I said, I can go on talking forever. So I'll see you. Saturday for more vlogging, and I'll see you tomorrow for more gaming. Bye, and may steel be with you.